Hey everybody, it's Mike here. Welcome to the channel and welcome to Maya. Well, we are in Maya, but we are going to be working with Python. And the reason why is because I've been doing a couple of Python videos lately outside of Maya to get people up and running in Python. And a lot of people are saying, why not just use ChatGPT, right? Why not just use ChatGPT? Now, the thing is this, right? AI can be helpful for sure. It's just another tool in the tool belt, but you have to be very careful because it can do things that you are not aware of because you didn't define what you want correctly, right? And that's kind of what I want to illustrate today. So sure, it's fine to use ChatGPT, but if you have the skill set to write code, or at the very least understand code, then you have a better understanding of how to deal with ChatGPT, how to instruct it, and so forth. And if something goes wrong, or if you want to get more detail, you know how to do that. So today in this video, we're going to use ChatGPT to write Python code to make a simple setup, right? Now, let's say I want 50 cubes in my scene here, and I want them to all be different sizes, all be in different locations, and I want none of them to touch each other, right? That's what we're going to instruct ChatGPT to do. And we're going to start typing, right? So what do we need to include? We need to include that it's in Autodesk Maya. That's important because in Autodesk Maya, you need to load codes, right? Commands that will be recognized by Maya. Now, if you knew nothing about Python, you wouldn't know that you would need to include that, right? So I need to type in create a Python script that can be executed in Autodesk Maya, in my case 2025, that will let me do this, generate 50 cubes of random excuse me, size, place them in random positions, do not let them touch each other, right? Let's just hit enter and see what happens. Now the thing here is, I don't really know if I was complete enough or not, right? It's a matter of trying it, right? And you don't want to get into a situation where making 50 cubes is easier than instructing ChatGPT, right? So here's the code, and it says up here copy code. I'd be very careful with that because it tends to not copy everything. So I'm going to start at the top here, and here you can already see it's importing Maya commands because I instructed it to do so. We're going to go down here, and it won't scroll for some reason. Now it will. All right, and there you go. We got all of it. All right, copy. Now, I didn't read through the code. I don't know what it's going to do. I don't know if it's going to work, and that's kind of what we're talking about here, right? Anyway, I'm going to go to the script editor, bottom right corner. We're going to clear everything here. Let's go to edit and clear all. We're going to go to the Python tab right there, and I'm simply going to hit Control V to paste it, right? Now let's cross our fingers, hope I did everything correctly, and we are just going to go in and execute it, right? So we're going to go up to Command, we're going to click on Execute. And if we do that, we see that we have a bunch of random cubes that have been generated, like so. None of them are touching, and they're all in various sizes, which is kind of neat, right? Now, let's open up our code again and kind of see if we can understand what's going on here, right? So it's importing Maya commands. That's good. It has the definitions here of our settings. The number of cubes is 50. The minimum size is 0.5. So if I want the smallest cube to be a bit larger, let's say 1, I would change that value, right? Maximum size is 3. Same thing. I can go in and say I want the maximum size to be 5. Space range, 50, right? If I want them to be further apart, and then I can do that. I can change that. Now the maximum attempts. What it's doing is it's trying to create cubes that don't touch each other, right? But you don't want it to get into an infinite loop if for whatever reason that doesn't happen, and it will just keep on running and running and running. So that's why there's no maximum attempt, yeah? Let's see, the overlaps, okay, so that's checking if there are any overlaps. Let's see, what else? Undo info, yeah, that's pretty much it, yeah, okay. So as you can see, it works. Now let's make it a little bit more complicated. I want to do the task of selecting every top face of every cube in this scene. Now we got 50 cubes here, so it would take a couple of minutes, but not a long time. But let's say we have 5,000 cubes. It would be a pain in the you-know-what, right? So these are situations where you could say, well, listen, I might want to use ChatGPT to create Python code that will do that for me. Or better yet, write the code yourself. So let's see if we can have ChatGPT do that for us, right? So we're going to go back, and we're going to go in here, and my prompt is a little bit lower. There it is. So because we are doing a deep dive here, I can continue on my previous question. So I can say, on the scene created by the script above, I want to select the top face only of each cube right in the scene. Now in this description, I'm not talking about 50 cubes, right? Because it should already know that. I'm not talking about Maya because it should already know that. So we'll see if that is true or not. So we're going to hit enter. And there you go. Find all cubes created by the previous script, right? Which is good. So we're going to go in here and we're going to select this, and we're going to select all of it. And copy. We're going to go back. We're going to go to this guy. We're going to go in here and we're going to clear all. Then we're going to go to the Python tab. We're going to Control V. We've got everything in here, and we're going to go up to Command and Execute. Now, if I hit 4 on my keyboard, you'll see that every top of every cube in the scene has been selected. Now, that's where the power of Python and the power of ChatGPT come together, right? Now, you could probably say, okay, so I don't need to know any Python in order for me to do this. Well, you do, because you need to, at the very least, write the definition for ChatGPT to do it properly, right? If you don't understand how Python works, you wouldn't understand how to describe that, right? So that's kind of the purpose of this video. So I think it's super important that you understand some Python, that you understand how you can write these instructions and get the results, right? And if you don't get the results, that you can kind of troubleshoot it and fix it, right? So anyway, that's what I wanted to talk about in this video. Hopefully it made sense. I was waffling there for a little bit, but hopefully you understand. And yeah, if you like this kind of thing, do me a solid and hit that sub button, right? Would help me out. Okay, thanks so much for watching the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.